Welcome, Emil. That incident in Sutopolis City, that was superb work putting an end to that crisis all by yourself. Oops. It wouldn't be fair to say that you alone ended the crisis. You overcame that difficult situation by working as one with your Pokémon. We trainers raise Pokémon by giving them items and by teaching them new techniques for battle. But we ourselves also learn many things from Pokémon. This is where your achievements are put to the test, against what others like you have achieved. Now, who can most elegantly dance with their Pokémon in Hoenn? Show me right here and now! Hey everybody, it's Chugga welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we took down Glacia and Drake of the Elite Four. And in this episode, we have reached my least favorite final boss in the entire series, Wallace. He would have been the 8th gym leader if you were playing Ruby and Sapphire, and if you were playing Ruby and Sapphire, Steven would instead be the final boss, who I personally think is much cooler. But yeah, he's going to be starting out with a level 57 Wailord, 11 levels higher than my Pokemon. Rain Dance, Water Spout, Double Edge, and Blizzard. This thing's going to probably open up with Rain Dance, like it does most of the time, and try to use that against us, but luckily for us, Kappa has the ability Rain Dish, making it a force to be reckoned with. Water Spout is also its best attack, which is unfortunately null and void against it because we quad resist that. So, if you have a Ludicolo, it is a prime opener for this fight. I can't think of a much better Pokemon to open this fight with than Ludicolo. And let's see what it's going to do. Indeed, it is going to do Rain Dance, so that means that we are going to be healing a little bit at the end of each turn. So that works out great. I don't want to activate a full restore, so I'm going to be purposefully weak attacking it with Ice Beam here. Maybe it'll freeze, maybe it won't. Maybe freeze will actually be useful for more than one time in this entire series. Nope, Double Edge. Whoa, did a lot. Okay. Luckily for us, we're going to restore some HP with the Rain Dish and then restore even more after we use Giga Drain. So let's absorb the last of its health. And with that, very little damage on our Kappa. His first Pokemon goes down. And I gotta say, I love this music. It just sounds so extreme-ish. I just don't think it fits Wallace very well. He's gym leader material, sure, but I don't think he's final boss material. Anyway, next up is Tentacruel. We definitely want to switch out because this thing has Liquid Ooze for its ability. You don't want to attack it with Giga Drain. Tentacruel? Who do I want to fight this thing with? You know what? Tentacruel's got pretty bad physical defense. We'll go for Teddy. Level 55. Hydro Pump, Sludge Bomb, Ice Beam, and Toxic. Pretty similar to mine, just with some less accurate moves, and it has the Ice move instead of Kappa. It's going to get a buff from that Rain with its water moves, but luckily for us, we got Hyper Beam! Ah-ha-ha! Let's do this! Oh, it feels so empowering to use that. I really hope it doesn't live. And it does not! Very good. So it didn't even get to do anything, which is nice because that poison really sucks. Next, he's going to be sending out his own Ludicolo. This thing is one of the most annoying things in the entire game to fight. Seriously. This thing sucks. I'm going to be sending out a cool tent for this. It has Double Team, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, and Surf. If you have a Liquid Ooze Tentacruel, it actually does come in handy here, even though Clear Body is the clear better ability. I'm mainly just going to try to Toxic it and see if I can Sludge Bomb it quite a bit. Unfortunately, it's still raining with it out, so it's going to get benefited from that Rain Dish. But actually, no, never mind. It's got Swift Swim. Yeah, so it's going to get a speed buff. Which also sucks because that means it's going to be able to go before me and use that stupid Double Team a lot. Aerial Ace is a great move for this thing, so do with that what you will. I'm mainly just going to see if I can Sludge Bomb it down. And I missed. Wonderful. Get used to that. It's going to happen a lot. We have high special defense, but unfortunately that's going to do 1.5 times damage due to the same type attack bonus due to it being neutral to us. I'm just going to hope that I can take this thing out pretty easily. I just hope that it doesn't give me that bad of a time because Ludicolo can be either the... Whoa! It can either be the worst member of his team or the best member of his team. And I guess flip-flop that as you will. It can be annoying as hell, or it can just not be that bad. And I'm really hopeful that... You suck! Ugh. He wasn't even in red health. But his AI still counted it as being low enough to do that. How I hate you and your full restores! That wasn't even a critical. What? Okay. I'll go for another Sludge Bomb. What? Okay. Whiscash. Didn't see that coming. Amnesia, Hyper Beam, Earthquake, and Surf. Normally I would switch out, but I'm kind of scared of that Hyper Beam. So I think I'm going to stick with a Cool Tent here and just use Toxic on this thing to hopefully bring it down. Would be nice to have Toxic for later in this fight, but I'm thinking this might have to be a sacrifice play. So this will be the first feint of the battle. Like I said, kind of sucks not having that for later in the fight because, believe me, Poison is your friend in this fight. Alright, so let's see who I want to use. Probably, to be fully honest, Kappa. It's quad weak to my Giga Drain. I should be faster than it, hopefully. I'm going to open up with Fake Out to make the Poison do even more damage. Get a little bit of extra damage on it. And then, just to be on the safe side, now we'll use Giga Drain. And there we go! This thing should be down. I gotta be honest, this final boss fight is going a lot... Thank God for the poison. Thank God I resist that. Ooh. Wasn't for the poison, I'd be dealing with another annoying full restore. Oh, thank goodness I poisoned that thing before going out. I guess that sacrifice play was a good one. So, level 47, really good. Most valuable member of my team for this fight. Oh no. I was hoping he wasn't going to use this one quite yet. Milotic. This thing sucks. Because it's good. Toxic, Recover, Ice Beam, and Surf. Its main strategy is whittling you down with Toxic, following up with powerful Surf attacks, possibly Ice Beam, healing off any damage you might do of it, and then when it gets weak, it likes to use its Citrus Berry that it has equipped. So this thing, you can tell, I am not looking forward to fighting. It is also his most powerful Pokemon, as well as the strongest Pokemon you will be fighting during the main adventure. So, this thing, I will say, standing up against it right now, I feel a bit more intimidated by it than I felt fighting Salamence. Because this thing is just, my god, they were jerks when designing this thing. So there we go, he's down to a little... I'm really hoping that I can get in one more Giga Drain, and then I can just follow up with a Hyper Beam to make this an easy victory. Because if I can do that, this won't be so bad. Yes! Okay, good. It's gonna use the Citrus Berry, but hopefully it'll not cancel out my damage entirely, and it'll at least get something out of it. Okay, what are you doing? Citrus Berry. I think I might use my first in-battle item here. I think this would be a really good time. Well, nah, it'll be fine. I'm gonna see. I haven't used a single in-battle item. Actually, no, wait, never mind. I think I used something to heal paralysis earlier, but still. I think I've been playing pretty well here for how underleveled I am. Let me go ahead and throw... Wow, Teddy's actually my lowest leveled? Wow, that's unexpected. We're going to throw Teddy out there, and I'm going to do my Hyper Beam strategy on this thing because I hate it and I want it to go down because this thing pretty much gives everyone hell. So here we go. If it survives the nose laser, my god. Thank God. If it survived that, I don't know what I would have done. Okay, so now it's to Ludicolo again. We will go for Pandora. Aerial Ace should be good. Should still be poison from earlier as well, but unfortunately that's kind of a loophole of Toxic Poison is that if you switch, the damage that it does cumulatively each turn is reset. So I'm guessing that was his... Wait, it's not poisoned? Shouldn't have Natural Cure, it has Swift Swim, okay. Don't know exactly what happened there, but hey. It's faster than me, which really sucks. I lived, but I'm going to question my ability to take this thing out. Yeah. This really sucks. Full restore. Like I didn't see that coming. Come on, just 2 more Pokemon remain in his team. 2 more. I can't lose now. I've been playing so well. I refuse to lose. And that is just jerkish, man. Absorbing my HP. Really? You're a jerk. Okay, so we have 3 Pokemon left to take out 2. I'm hopeful that I can salvage this somehow. God, because I'm honestly kind of worried here. I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't do this right. We'll go to Teddy, we'll do another nose laser, and I'm hopeful that'll be enough. I don't know if it will, because Ludicolos are annoying and super defensive. Luckily, his evasion buffs don't carry over when he switches, if he had any. Yes! Okay, God. That's it. 1 Pokemon left, and we got 3 to take it out with. This shouldn't be too bad. His final Pokemon, at least out of the ones I'm fighting. Gyarados. Dragon Dance, Hyper Beam, Earthquake, and Surf. I'm going for Moagami here because it doesn't have much of a use in this final battle, and I want to see if I can get in a Rock Tomb to hopefully slow it down. Because this thing, I don't care if it intimidates me, I really, really want to see if I can lower its speed. Because this thing is annoying with how much it tends to outspeed stuff due to how overleveled it is. Oh! Moagami, you rock! Dude! Oh, not much use in this final man! Moagami, you proved me wrong. You rock. Get it? Rock? I had to get in one more bad pun before the end. Okay. I think we got this. I would be really surprised if I lost this at this point. I think I got this by the nose. And by nose, I mean 2 holes in Gyarados' face that don't even have any kind of bridge. I guess I'll throw a Teddy out there. And here we go. The most jerkish strategy ever devised for single player. Go! If that missed, that would have just made that so undramatic. I would have flipped. Okay. Done. 2 Pokemon remaining at full health. I've beaten you. I, the champion, fall in defeat. That was wonderful work. You were elegant, infuriatingly so. And yet, it was utterly glorious. Kudos to you, Emil. You are a truly noble Pokemon trainer. The Pokemon you sent into battle. At times they danced like a spring breeze. Level and Kirby? At times they struck like lightning. I thought you were going to say struck like Dynablade. It was with light, yet sure-footed elegance that led your Pokemon. Even I felt bedazzled by your masterful performance. You now stand at the glorious peak of the Pokemon League. I now proclaim you to be the new Hoenn Regent! May. Emil, here's some advice for your challenge to the champion. Huh? What? Emil, could it be that it's already over? Just like all the other times in this adventure, May. You're always behind the game. Ha ha! See, what did I tell you, May? Didn't I tell you that you didn't need to worry about Emil? Emil, you've finally done it. My daughter. No, I'm kidding. When I heard that you had defeated your own father at Petalburg Gym, I thought perhaps you had a chance, but to think you've actually become the champion. Ah, yes. What became of your Pokedex? Here, let me see. So you've seen 157 Pokemon and you've caught 27. Some Pokemon will only appear in certain areas. You must be persistent. Thanks! I'm the champion of telling me to be more persistent. Anyways, congratulations. Now proudly go to the final room. Emil, no, let me phrase that properly. The new champion! Come with me. I'm sorry, but from here only those trainers who have become champions may enter. You'll have to wait outside with Professor Birch. Groan. I'm just joking, that's okay, that's the rule. Emil, honestly, congratulations. This room. This is where we keep the records of the Pokemon that prevailed through harsh battles. It is here that League Champions are honored. I have not been here since the time that Pokemon Emerald got released. Come on, let's record your name as a trainer who triumphed over the Pokemon League and the names of the partners who battled with you. And yes, I know my playtime sucks. That's because I have to leave the game on while I'm preparing for recordings and that kind of stuff. And sometimes it takes me a lot longer to prepare for recordings than I think because I get tied up in doing other stuff. And with that, Pokemon Emerald comes to a close. Now, the series doesn't quite end here. There's going to be some bonus episodes that'll be going up tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Yes, I know my track history with bonus videos. You don't need to remind me, but these will be going up tomorrow. There should be 5 or 6 in total. Here you see panoramic views of Pokemon that you've seen and caught, which is kind of nice. Pokemon you've caught first, then seen. It's different every time you watch the credits, too, so that's always nice. Hey, Rayquaza. But anyway, overall thoughts on this. I gotta say, I think Emerald had, out of all my Pokemon Let's Plays, I think it had the best commentary, mainly because I tried to rely on comedy a bit more for this one, which is what I thought I kind of would need to do for a Pokemon game. Crystal, while I liked how it turned out, I didn't think had my best commentary out of all the Pokemon Let's Plays, because even though there were some awesome moments, it was kind of stressful to make it just because of how limited I was back then. Now I have a much stronger computer. I mean, heck, I built my own computer for making videos, so yeah. Anyway, I think Crystal had the best gameplay moments. I think Emerald had the best commentary. I think Emerald had the best, I guess, technical stuff. And I guess Fire Red had the best consistency of actually keeping up with bonus episodes. Hopefully Emerald will change that soon. I don't know. Maybe you guys think differently. I also gotta say, my Emerald team is probably my favorite team that I've made, not counting my Shiny Weezing that I had in Crystal. And I really hope that I gave you guys, you know, the thought that maybe 3rd generation of Pokemon isn't so bad. Maybe the newer games are good for those of you who discounted them before. Because I can't really blame you for discounting them much. You know, when we were getting into our teen years as growing up with the series, we were thinking like, oh, it's for kids because we played that when we were younger. Ignore the fact that it's a good game. So maybe I opened your eyes to this game a little bit. I really hope I did. But yeah, all in all, I loved making this series. Some people criticized me a bit, saying that some of my decisions weren't the greatest in the world. Some people also said that my runs with boss fights were embarrassingly bad early in the game. And I'll give you that Brawly was pretty bad, but it was funny. Come on, you can't deny that. Honestly, I would not have done the boss fights in this game any differently, because that fight with Brawly had probably one of the best moments in the series. And I like how they had like 6 different groups check the Braille code. But yeah. Igami, Tajimi, Jinai, Yamagami. You sound like an Okami god. Sadoshi Tajiri, Satoru Iwata. I cannot read that name. That is probably the worst first name in the history of forever. Even worse than mine. I suppose I should take this time to thank Bulbapedia for being my resource for information, and MasaeAnela for making the backdrop art for the bios, including the legendary ones. Awesome job, both of you. So, I guess I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, where we start tackling the aftergame. Should last about 5 videos. I'm not going to be doing literally everything there is to do in the aftergame, but I'll be doing a good chunk of it, and I'll be talking about the stuff that I don't do. Alright? See you guys then.